right. I don't know. I'm getting like 8 hours of sleep a day, but I don't know if it's enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, there are times where you actually need more sleep.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can fit in any more sleep. That's the problem.
Oh. Well, let's cut this down to 30 minutes and then you're set. Because
Yeah.
you're recording again tonight, right?
Yeah.
So take a nap before and then.
Well, then there's like too much stuff I want to do. There's
Yeah.
too many TV shows. Too many. I don't know. I haven't touched my puzzle in a long time.
Bummer.
And then there's video games, and there's like I guess social life,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
For years, I've been wondering how you've done it all. So.
Secrets.
Secrets.
The secrets is like I don't do anything else.
Well, okay. That's
I mean, I do other stuff, but
yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, I'm gonna start the countdown, and there we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll start the timer. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Mbws. I'm Brendan Creecy.
I'm Veronica Steele.
And we're here to talk about some wrestling.
Some wrestling.
You've been working out, watching Raw and SmackDown?
I have. I worked out last night and again today, and we'll continue doing it this week. It definitely helps watching, like moving while I'm watching it, because I get so into it that I'm punching the air while I'm on the elliptical or whatever I'm doing, and I'm sure people are thinking I'm crazy. Or when just something really funny happens, I just burst out laughing. And I'm like, other people,
weird looks
side glances. I'm like, you know what, people? If you're as cool as me watching WWE, you'd understand. But what else? So yeah, it's going well. I like it. It's good routine for me. So
cool.
Yeah.
So what were the highlights for you this week?
Let's see. Well, first off, I've noted so far I'm really liking Raw more than SmackDown. Yeah. I think I mentioned that last week. I think I'm gonna make that my final statement. SmackDown, I like their feel. I feel like they're going like more NFL with the announcing and the side little panel that shows up before each wrestler comes down.
Oh yeah,
like their Twitter handle and their stats. I mean, some of their stats are kind of awesome. I forgot who it was. Who walked down and was like, he's a professional sign language.
They do. One of the things people were giving him shit because they said that Ava Marie won the 2013 Diva Search, except there was no 2013 Diva Search. So they just made that up.
See, I guess. They're scrambling. I know. As soon as you're telling oh yeah, they speak American Sign Language. I'm also, really?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what they're doing with her. I mean, they have this. I guess now, they're really. I think they're accepting the fact that she can't really wrestle, so they have her do this faking an injury thing.
Yeah, I thought they were playing into that persona.
Yeah, which I guess is what they're doing. But I mean, where are you going to go with that? At some point, she's going to have to wrestle.
Well, no, I think she can. Now, again, I've never seen her wrestle, but I think that she can wrestle. But I think that the powers that be know that they can't fight the persona that was already built from Total Divas.
Well, also from her being booed because she's stuck.
Exactly. So I think that if they were just to throw her in everyone's face like they do most people, it just wouldn't work. So I kind of feel like they're playing into, all right, let's play into that persona, and eventually she'll come out and she'll wrestle and she'll be decent.
Well,
That's my
they
hope.
tried that in NXT, and that's what they wanted to happen, but it didn't happen because even with all her personalized training that she's gotten,
Hmm.
still,
So
and
again,
I
I've
mean,
I've never seen her wrestle. So why is she bad? What is it?
well, it's just sloppy. I mean, for one thing, I
Hmm.
mean, just her technique. But I mean, she hasn't wrestled. I mean, that's stuff that maybe will get better over time. I
Hmm.
mean, the Bellas, it took them years to get to the level they're at now. Like I'm like years,
Yeah.
and but it also like she just doesn't seem to really be invested in wrestling,
Yeah. She
and
wants the
like
glory.
because of that, like she will never have the kind of focus necessary to have to really excel at the actual wrestling. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the vibe. That's what I'm getting, and
Yeah.
I mean, yes, she was propelled immediately into the spotlight. She didn't really get to train very much. And then when she did get to train, she was training with Brian Kendrick. And now I don't know if they've got her finally training with other girls, which is what she should be doing. Because again, as Paige and some of the others pointed out, Kendrick can do things for like Ava, like as far as carrying the weight on certain moves and other things that women, just because they're not as like
Hmm.
built differently, aren't
Right.
going to be able to do. So it's almost they were. I think their major concern was that even though yes, Kendrick's training her, she still needs to work with other women because that's who she's going to be wrestling. You know.
Yeah. Well, and
And
even like I follow her on Instagram and it's all modeling.
yeah,
It's like fitness modeling,
that's what I'm
regular
talking about.
modeling. Whereas I follow the Bellas and Natalia and a couple of Charlotte. They were about WWE. I
Yeah, and
mean,
they're about WWE. They're training. They're working
yeah,
hard, and she's already looking at her future movie career. And I mean,
yeah.
I'm not one of those guys who's like, well, she needs to just get out and blah blah blah. I'm like, I mean, that's the
Yeah, but
reality
if
is
you're
that
not, it is a
the
sport. Like if you're not
yeah, but it's
playing,
also entertainment, and she's I don't know.
I guess we're talking about her, so I
We'll
just
see
view
what
her. I
happens.
think I view her as the Kardashian of the group.
maybe
Like,
she, maybe at some point she'll get serious about it because the Bellas at first that's what everybody wrote them off as, but
okay,
then they got serious about wrestling
yeah,
and they got to where they are now. And people, there are a lot of people, a lot of sexist dude bros that
yeah,
have never stopped criticizing them because they're just like they'll just be like, oh, they're just models, they don't know what they're doing, but they can't even accept the fact that hey, they really did work hard and took it
well,
seriously.
not only that, but they're both, well, one's married, one's dating, very serious WWE
Well, that
wrestlers.
too,
And
yeah.
so there's no way that those guys would be with two girls who are like half assing it. It
Well, I don't
just,
know. I mean, they are like super hot and like
well, yeah, but okay, John Cena, he can be tough on
it's true. Like
Nikki,
true.
like, which I appreciate. Like, he's just holding her accountable or whatever. Because, as a relationship therapist, I know these things. So I can
Of the
tell.
Bella twins,
But
Nikki is still to me somebody that I don't know if I would really like being around.
no, I think Brie
She's still
is
pretty
just
kind of
more
stuck up.
grounded.
She's
Oh, yeah.
very like
She's a princess.
she's way into shopping and like other things that I'm just like I don't know if I
But
could.
still, like, the fact
Like
that
what would I
she,
talk about with Nikki Bella?
let's see,
I guess
um,
wrestling.
John Cena.
Yeah, just talk about John Cena's pecs
let's, yeah, let's just talk about that.
and like, hey, like, can I just cop like a feel? Like, just let me. Like, I just want to like how firm, because I don't know.
I hear
Um,
you. Yeah, that'd be. Well, there
I'm
you
not
go.
talking.
See, you have your talking points
Like I
right there.
said, talked to her
Can I
about
touch
that
your
and about,
boyfriend?
and then like I don't know. I mean, she likes wine. Probably fun
Yeah,
to party with.
yeah.
And then
Put her in
Brie
her
with, of
element.
course, Brie with Brie mode.
I don't know if I know what Brie mode is
Okay,
or have
well,
seen it.
if you got to watch on Total Divas, when there's this like when she gets really wasted, which never really happens,
Oh,
she goes into Brie mode, like her theme
okay.
song, and she just goes crazy. Like, so Paige, when Paige found out about it, she's like always on a quest to like get Bree into Bree mode.
I'm sure Daniel loves that.
Yeah,
Totally appreciates it.
but it's pretty entertaining because she's like
Yeah.
crazy. Although not as crazy as Natty, who, um, like at one point, this happened on the show, so it may or may not have been real, but
Okay.
it seems. But she like drunk dialed Stephanie and like sent her all these text messages. Stephanie McMahon, like
Oh
at like
no.
3 in the morning when this was like I think it was, oh yeah, it was, I think it was like Bree's bachelorette party or
Oh
something.
gosh.
She was just destroyed.
A whole new level. Well, there you go. Yeah, I like that FNL NFL feel of
Mhm.
SmackDown. The announcers and the little, I don't know, but the overall the competition, I don't know. Like I don't know what it is. The showmanship, something's just not clicking for me.
I don't
And
think they have enough like breakout stars. I think it's just taking a little bit longer. I
yeah,
don't know.
maybe I did like American Alpha,
Yeah,
so
they're
that was
freaking awesome.
this is my first time seeing them, and they were cool. I like they're like galaxy kind of looking
They got great look.
costume.
Their outfits are great. Chad
Yeah,
Gable is awesome.
very cool
Jason Jordan.
moves.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Like it was a really well done
Well,
match.
they have a big amateur wrestling background, and also they've worked with the Vaudevillains a lot, so I think that was a
Okay.
good first match for them since those two teams have worked together like a ton.
Well, I think we've
Um,
seen how their vaudevillains are going to be used.
it is a
Poor guys.
shame that the Vaudevillains are like, I think
I
so
just
like I just think that now the Ascension are like, now you know how it feels. Like
yes.
they're like, finally somebody else is back down here. There are so many tag teams now, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts.
So
I
at
still
least I
I
don't
just
know.
like that the hipsters are represented. I will always back them for that reason. So yeah, that was cool. I have to say the Dolph Ziggler and the crazy scary guy.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that match. I'm sorry, Snoozeville for like quite some time. In the beginning, it picked up towards the end, which as it normally does, but I'm like, okay, you have to move. Like Wyatt just held him into that move, a submission like
Well,
with the
that's a
neck
very
lock
like
for like ever.
it's a very heel thing to do, but that is one of the criticisms of Bray Wyatt that he is pretty slow.
Yeah,
Not
I was
very,
just
but I mean, that's kind of his style. But I can get where people might think that. Yeah, I could see that.
well, I felt like the audience was starting to turn, and then that's when he picked it up again. And so I was like, you just save that one because that was close. So
Did you
that
think for at any
whole
point? Did you think that Bray was going to win?
no, I figured it was going to be Dolph the whole time, but just
Yeah.
trying to figure out how. That was fun. I'm a little again. I'm so like lame to say this because it's only 2 weeks into this new era with SmackDown, but I'm like over all the surprise people jumping out of nowhere and just joining the fight. Like after the fight is over, it's like okay, doing it here and there, like every
It's a
couple of
pretty
months.
standard thing that happens in wrestling.
But to do it every
They do
week,
it a lot.
then they need better security. That's all I can say.
That's the thing. Like I don't even know what security in
it doesn't exist.
storyline world of wrestling, like security is not a thing because like
Yeah.
run-ins are very frequent. And if you think there's a lot of run-ins now, you should have watched like in previous eras, like it was like every match there would be
And I'm not
various
even talking like
run-ins.
Brock Lesnar and that thing was cool. Like I love
No,
that.
no, I
I'm
understand what you're
just
saying,
like,
but it's a
yeah, but
very
just the
common,
regular,
just people running in and attacking people during matches.
just for the hell of it.
It's a
Like,
pretty standard thing.
well, I'm not a fan, so I would rewrite that. I'm trying to think of how other solutions because I get it. You're just trying to keep the momentum and the energy going. I
I
just feel
think
like
it
there
does
has
get
to
used
be,
a lot.
yeah, that's what I mean. I just feel like it's
That's why
overused.
some people like don't like WWE because of that and only watch things like Ring of Honor and New Japan Wrestling where you rarely, if ever, see things like that. Like in New
Okay.
Japan, I think like a run in happens like once or twice in an entire year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not something that they rely upon. But in the Western style and very like hokey, like it's a very like it's a WWE WWF definitely uses it a ton.
Yeah. Yeah. I would pull back on that a little. I also love the chanting of AJ Styles' soccer mom
Oh yeah,
chant, whatever that was.
Cena has really got that going
Oh,
now.
it's so good. It is so funny.
So
That
I'm really excited for the rematch at SummerSlam.
yeah,
They're gonna
it's
get a.
gonna be
You
a good
think we're
one.
gonna get a clean finish?
I think so.
You think Cena's gonna beat him?
Yes.
I think Cena's gonna get his win back. I mean, if but hey, they could surprise me.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
very
just
surprised, but we'll see.
I kind of was leaning towards that way because of Cena's speech
Mhm.
towards the kids, towards the family, like how they were bringing the
He does
family
that all the
back.
time.
Well, AJ started it by attacking
Yeah,
families.
yeah,
And so because he was doing that and because he's been speaking at like the Teen Choice Awards and all of that, I kind of have that feeling of, okay, they may throw one to the kids. Like, which
yeah.
is
That's
awesome.
true. We'll see what happens. It's a big match. I mean, it's. I mean, it's AJ Styles Cena 2, which we saw the first one,
Yeah,
and but this one will probably. I mean, they gotta make it even bigger. So and it's
it's true.
SummerSlam. So I'm excited for it. I
And there's
think it'll
still
be
some
exciting.
weeks coming up, so they could
Yeah,
change the rules. You never know.
yeah.
I
All
like
right.
that they're doing
So
that too.
something else new for you this week was you got to see. I've been talking about him, but you got to see Paul Heyman.
Yes.
This one was weird. This one was weird. I don't know if like what was going on. I think maybe because it's been a while, but he was not that he was off his game, but it was goofy.
Okay. I was gonna say when I was watching it, I'm like, this is what we've been talking about,
But
but
that's what he
all
does.
right.
Brock Lesnar does not really talk because
I don't
if you've
blame
ever
him.
heard him talk, he sounds pretty goofy.
Yeah,
Um,
he looks goofy.
well, I mean,
So
he's from Minnesota, and he's I don't know, he doesn't quite have like that intensity in his voice that you
you
would
know who he
expect.
reminds me of? He reminds me of the Rock creature from Never Ending Story. So I didn't know if he would talk or not, but I was expecting him to talk that way with
Well,
the
that's what people
drops
expect, and then
crumbling down his mouth.
when he does talk, it's like I'm Brock Lesnar. Like it's really high.
That's
It's really
crazy.
high.
That's crazy. And that's
And
not who he sounds like.
so oh shoot, somebody's
But
texting me. But
he definitely looks like the character from Never
yeah.
Ending
Oh yeah,
Story.
he totally does. So Paul Heyman, his mouthpiece gets up there. I don't know. He was just really.
I
I don't know if
know.
he was just because he goes off the cuff a lot, and
Okay.
but it's always he like nobody. No, for me, like Paul Heyman's one of the best people
Yeah.
on the mic,
Oh, he was
and
still really
no script,
entertaining.
which is always great.
Yeah.
And unlike a lot of the other promos you'll watch,
Right.
it's very unscripted. And he also he can sell a match like nobody's business because you're
Yeah.
like, I want to watch this match because he'll just be like, Brock Lesnar's gonna kill somebody. Brock
I
Lesnar's gonna
know.
murder, like just talking so much trash.
You can't RKO on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That
and
was fun.
but then Randy Orton runs in and RKO's Brock
RKO's
Lesnar,
I
and it
know.
was
It
amazing.
was so
And the
good.
crowd went
And
crazy.
I loved how he ran back into the crowd, like up
Yeah,
brilliant. Like that is what I'm talking about. And that's what I think I like about that drop in versus the other kind, because all the other ones, they're coming from backstage. Like, I don't know, this felt so genuine. It was really
plus
fun.
this was the first time in this brand split where we saw somebody from another brand invade the other brand,
Crossover, right,
which
right,
is probably something we'll start seeing more, but it's still fun that first time, like, and it makes it
right.
kind of exciting. And
Well, I'm very brother sisterly rival. Like it was
yeah.
great. It was just so fun.
And then and then it was just fun seeing that RKO out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. And I don't remember seeing an RKO before, so I was impressed. I was like, "Holy crap, that would just
Well, he
hurt
did one
so
to the
bad."
Miz. He did one to the
Okay,
Miz, and that's been about it. Because I mean, since he came back,
crazy.
um,
That
Yeah,
was very
it's
cool.
pretty cool.
I liked Chris Jericho's facial hair.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
made a
awesome.
note of that.
That mustache,
Yeah, it's like a little goatee. I
and
think
his
he had
little
a
goatee,
goatee.
yeah. And it's like the ultimate. Like like I didn't know Chris Jericho could get any more like bad guy, like any more
Yeah.
heel. And then that little goatee, I'm like, oh, he's killing it. He's killing it with that goatee and that scarf and just
It
like,
was
oh
awesome.
man.
I'm
And
sorry.
him and
That
Kevin Owens teaming
oh
up is
man.
great. And him and Charlotte teaming up is
Yeah.
great. And then Enzo and Sasha.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
I
Fire.
loved it. I wanted to
Fire.
watch it over and over and over again. I totally made notes. Some of
Enzo
my
dancing
favorite
around like,
Enzo.
oh my
Yes,
God.
Enzo said, "I like to make a certified G deposit to Sasha," and I'm just thinking, this is so dirty. It's so
Yeah, it
cute.
was so dirty, but it was
so
adorable.
funny.
And
And
it
then
was
telling Enzo telling Jericho listening to you speak is like passing a kidney stone. I mean, I'm writing these things down to like say in meetings to people. Like
oh,
they're
dude, Enzo
so
is
oh my gosh.
incredible.
Phenomenal. I like he can speak for me and to
Uh,
me any day, anytime.
and
Loved it.
then
And I love the mixed tag team.
yeah. So it's a mixed tag team match, although now we did see the return of Dana Brooke.
Yes.
Ugh.
Ugh. Agreed. I was so excited to like see Charlotte on her own. I'm like, nope, there she is. All right.
Yeah, and also like there were times I think when Enzo was talking where all three of the other people in the ring were like trying not to laugh.
Yes.
Like Charlotte and Jericho, there was at one point where like the camera had to like pan away because
around,
they were
yeah.
all laughing. And Sasha was laughing like the whole
Yes.
time.
Well, and she could because he was on her
Yeah.
side, but the other two,
But yeah,
I couldn't. I would never be able to keep a straight face. It was so good. He was so on
But
fire.
that Jericho was great. They were all great.
The other mistake I caught was after the match, the camera was on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the ref goes to hand
gave-
Charlotte the belt.
The look that Charlotte gave that
was
ref,
like,
dude, you fucked up.
pay attention.
Like, come on, dude. Like
on camera.
Oh.
I was like,
but then he runs over to Sasha. It's like, oh crap.
I would never, talk about good improv because if I were Charlotte, I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this situation.
Yeah.
I think I've been like, yeah, I'll take it. Hand it over. That
was crazy.
That was crazy.
And then, as I was hoping, the Byron Saxton interviewing the local talent continued.
Yes.
It's my new favorite segment on Raw.
Yes.
Because then the guy's like, my favorite part was when the guy's like, I'm getting $1,000 for this. And Corey Graves was like, he probably should have asked for a little bit more. Because then he got destroyed by Braun Strowman. But I like that they're giving these guys like interview time.
Yes. So awesome.
And it's fun, and I think it's doing a good job developing Strowman. And he doesn't really have to like we'll see what happens when he faces a real opponent.
Yeah.
But hopefully he's been working hard, and because he's super green, hasn't wrestled hardly at all.
Wow.
But I like that they're developing him as like this monster heel guy, and see how that works out.
We've talked before about the audience chants and how we think that there's like a controller over that.
Yeah.
I call BS on that controller because when Roman was coming out and he was fighting and it was all chanting Roman, no one was chanting anything for him. I'm looking at all their mouths, they're dead silent. Like no mouths are moving anywhere in the audience, yet all you hear is like the chanting for Roman. I'm like, bullshit. So lame. Like, stop shoving him down our throat.
Although, I don't know, for a minute, people cheered for Roman. Like, putting him up against Rusev is smart because that's how you're going to get people to cheer for Roman.
Yeah. But it was not as long or as loud as they made it out to be.
But at least he wasn't. But they definitely wasn't getting booed because everyone, like, I read online that when he came out later for the dark match and he
Uh-huh.
wasn't going up against Rusev, people booed the shit out of him. So it's like it's not. So as long as they keep him against like these super bad guys,
Yes.
maybe it'll work.
He's the better of the
Until,
bad.
but I mean, they definitely still. I definitely think they need to turn him bad, but
Yeah.
he's selling so much merchandise to kids that I don't think. Like I think right now that's kind of off the table.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that that's the only thing that's going to work, but maybe this will work. And also getting him away from the world title, so people are like, I think that makes people happy. Like,
Yeah.
give him, like, let him have the fight with Rusev for the U.S. title. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's people are gonna
Oh, and
warm
I
up
thought
to
for
him.
sure that Rusev was going to lose the title because the guy was going to the Olympics. I'm like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Because then he's like, he goes,
Oh yeah,
represents in Rio, and
yeah. But
he has the
that
U.S.
was
title.
you've never seen Mark Henry before.
No.
So that was Mark Henry. He's been in WWE for 20 years.
Okay.
And he's just been one of those guys that never quite
That's it.
became the guy. Like, and
he is a big man for sure.
And like Vince saw dollar signs in him, signed him to like a 10-year contract initially.
Wow.
And there were times when if he had been anybody else, because especially when he started, like he was bad.
Okay.
Because he's an Olympic power lifter. He wasn't like a wrestler.
Yeah,
so he's just this big
agile
dude, and he's way more agile than he used to be.
Okay.
And because this is again like 20 years of him training and working on the road. Because when he first started, there were times anybody else, because he had this 10-year contract, they had to like make it work. But anybody else would have been fired.
Yeah.
Like because he just was not.
But that wouldn't look good too for WWE to fire an Olympic winner. Like,
well, he never actually won an Olympic gold medal. He won in the Pan Am Games.
Oh, I thought they said he was.
They tend to say that, but it's not.
Oh.
You can't believe a lot of things.
Okay, so Dolph Ziggler doesn't really know sign language. Got it.
He might. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, but yeah, Mark he's probably going to retire soon. I mean, people have thought about it. People thought he.
I am pretty impressed this week on both shows. People's acting was good. I felt like maybe they signed everyone up for acting classes, and so it wasn't as rough as it has been in the past. Mm-hmm. It was like everyone was focused on what they needed to get across and what to say, and they kept it moving because I feel like that was a flaw in the past of it would just kind of die in the dialogue, and so I kind of felt like maybe they're getting acting classes now. It's actually doing pretty well. So I also noted that whenever they drop the mic, it sounds like poop.
Nope, like it drives me crazy as somebody that has worked in live event production, has worked in sound. Like any sound guy will tell you, never drop a microphone. It's a terrible thing to do.
Right.
But in WWE they do it all the time. So I guess they just but they must because
they have insurance.
Because like most of the time that will break a microphone.
Right.
And also it produces a bad sound.
Yes.
And, but I think they just do it on WWE for dramatic effect. But now it's become so cliche that I think they should stop doing it. I think it's stupid.
It annoys me because I'm with you. I was always raised, you don't drop a microphone, it can break it, it's bad for sound quality.
And also microphones are fucking expensive.
Yes, they are. But when AJ dropped it, it really did sound like poop hitting the toilet. And that's another reason to stop dropping mics. You think you're being all badass, but really all we're doing is imagining you pooping.
Yeah.
I love the oranges and banana draw.
Oh, yeah, drawing for the banana. Because at first I'm like, what the hell are they doing?
Oh, I knew exactly where they went.
And then the oranges and the banana, like right away, I was like, did they just do that? Like, like they are really like pushing. I wonder I wonder if mom and dad are at home watching this with little Johnny and they're like, wait a minute.
I know. Well, what's his name's parents were right there.
Should we be letting our kid watch this?
I knew exactly. As soon as they
pulled it over their heads.
As soon as they pulled it out of the bag, I was like, okay, like I know where this is going.
And they like,
It was so
yeah,
great. That was funny.
that was great.
I
And
love
then
that they're pushing their cereal too because they need the money.
I need to order. I need to order a box of the cereal.
I am wondering if it tastes like Lucky Charms.
That's what I've heard.
It looks like Lucky Charms
That's what
to
people
me.
are saying, and I'm down with that.
I'm so down for that. That's better than
I
Captain
think I need to
Crunch, which
order
kind of
like
leaves a film in your mouth.
multiple.
So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to order multiple boxes because I'm gonna want one to like save, but then I definitely want to eat the cereal. So I
yeah.
guess I need like 2 boxes. But I don't know. I wonder how much it's gonna
And
cost.
what was the? It was a
FYE,
FYE.
which we don't really have those stores. I think there's one. I think
I was gonna say I've never
they're in
heard
like
of that.
random malls. Like really, I've seen them around, but they're in like random malls. Like they're in like bad malls.
Are they in
Um,
like? Are they like a Spencer's?
it's no, because it's like a Sam Goodies. Like they actually bought some of the Sam Goodies when they closed. It's
Oh,
like the last bastion of selling a place to buy DVDs and CDs. I don't know how they're still in business.
yes.
It's one of those stores where I'm just like, how does this store exist? Because
Found
like
it.
who is buying things for these prices? Like I went there thinking because they're like, we're having a big WWE DVD sale, and if you buy 5 DVDs, you get a WWE backpack. And I was like, ooh, that
Nice.
sounds cool. So I go there
Yeah.
and the fucking DVDs are $25 a piece.
Jeez.
And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Are you crazy?
Oh
So
my goodness.
I'm like, people buy DVDs for it's let alone for this much money. Like, I don't know. I think it's for people that
So it looks
but
like
FYE.com.
WWE Booty O's t-shirt and then your whatever size shirt you wear plus cereal is $25.99.
What if so you have to buy the T-shirt? You can't just buy the
You
cereal?
can't just buy this. Oh no, you can't buy just the cereal. No, the
How much
cereal
is it?
is $12.99.
Are you serious? For a box of
For a
cereal?
box of cereal, $12.99. I wonder what the
Plus
percentage
shipping.
is that
Maybe I am gonna have to go to one of these just to get.
it
this,
might be
'cause I'm
worth
not-
it just to get the t-shirt with it.
Oh God, I do
Yeah,
want to. I
'cause
do want
the
a New Day
t-shirt-
shirt.
The t-shirt by itself is $21.99. So to get the cereal added, that's $25.99. So
Dude,
I see what they're
that's a
doing
little
there.
crazy.
Wow. I mean, I'm putting it in my cart right now, but it's nuts.
I can't even find it.
Oh, I'll send you the link. This is great. It
I
was
typed in
there.
Booty-O's. Whoa.
Oh, it was in there.
Oh, here we go.
Little
It's
did
on the
you
top.
know.
Sorry, I typed in Booty-O's and like some porn
Yeah.
popped up. Like apparently FYE sells porn.
Oh, sure. Why not?
So does this actually come with the cereal or is it
As shirt, or like whatever size you want, and then plus
and
cereal.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Because I know on the you can because I know you used to be
Jeez.
able to order.
and
this-
then rate standard delivery is $7.
Fuck.
That's
Oh,
so
okay.
much.
I'm gonna have to find an FYE or if you get like if you order
Rush
enough.
delivery is $16.88.
Well, that's some bull crap.
Yeah.
You have to find
Man.
an FYE store.
Why did they sign it with FYE? What are they trying to do?
Because
I wonder what their
There's not
percentage
them-
is.
I don't know, but like probably because General Mills told them like, "What? You want to make a Booty-O cereal? No, no, we
Like
can't.
Lucky
We can't
Charms.
make a cereal with the word booty in it." General like yeah, WWE fans might buy that, but he's
Yeah.
not going to buy a cereal
No one
called
else will.
Booty-O's. Nobody will buy that.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah, where are they located at?
I feel like there might be one at like the Torrance Mall, like the weird ghetto mall out there. No, not in Torrance, in Carson.
I was gonna say Torrance doesn't have a ghetto mall.
No, that one in
Carson?
Carson.
Yeah.
A really bad mall in Carson. Not the Long Beach Town Center. Like the really bad mall where they filmed Jackie Brown.
Let's see. FYE music videos. No way. There is one on
Buena Park Mall?
South Harbor in Fullerton.
Oh yeah, they do. They have an actual store. It's I don't
Yeah.
know how I have. That's the one where I'm like, how is this even in business still?
I know.
Because it's not even in a mall. It's in like that shopping center down there.
That's crazy.
John will know exactly where that is.
All right.
You
Well,
guys should go there and buy some
I'm about to
bootios.
go to get my bootios.
You're gonna tell John, we have to drive to Fullerton so I can get bootios.
He's gonna be like, booty what?
He knows. At least he knows.
He'd do it. If they have it, I'll totally get you for $12.99.
Oh my god,
That's so nuts.
that's so much money. But I really want it.
Insane.
But then I'm like, I need two.
I know,
because-
but wouldn't you think though, like you would want your customer to keep coming back?
yeah,
You
well,
know, because
that's
if it's kids, if it's little kids who want that cereal, like why would you make it so expensive?
maybe they'd realize that that's not gonna happen. I
I
don't know.
guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's your Bootio update.
Bootio update. MDWS Bootio update. So speaking of New Day, I mean, they got pretty destroyed by the club.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, New Day won the match, but then the club beat New Day up pretty bad. I think I think Gallows and Anderson are going to win the titles.
I think so too.
New Day have had the
It
belts
makes me
forever.
sad, but because
They don't need the belts.
they're
My
such
friend
heels,
Alex has
but
my friend Alex has a good idea. They should let the New Day win. Somebody in the New Day should win the U.S. Championship, and then they can all defend it, and it would be awesome.
yes, that'd be fun.
And like the referees arguing with them, and like people are getting pissed off. 'Cause, like, they're like switching out in the middle of the match, or like they can
Love
be
it.
doing all kinds of goofy stuff.
Love it.
And nobody's ever done that with a singles title. It's always been like with a tag team title.
Yeah. No, that'd be really fun. I like that idea.
I think it would be cool. So then something else happened that was interesting. Somebody returned to the WWE after being fired last year. Jinder Mahal returned. Did you see that part?
I did not. I don't
Did
think
that
that.
Was
I don't
that
think that
not
was
in
it.
the Hulu one?
I don't think that was in the
Oh.
USA version.
Well, so Heath Slater comes out and he comes out and he's like, I got a friend with me. And then he brought out Jinder Mahal, who was in. So like a year or two ago, Heath Slater had a faction called 3-Man Band, and it was him, Jinder Mahal, and this other guy, Drew McIntyre, and they were a band, except they never actually played. They never sang any songs. They were just like jobbers. And so Jinder Mahal, but then like they didn't really do anything with him. And then Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre got released.
Oh.
But now they brought Jinder Mahal back, and it looks like so him and Heath Slater, Mick Foley made them wrestle each other, and the winner got a Raw contract.
Oh wow.
And so
Yeah, I
Heath
didn't see
Slater's
any
like
of that.
so Heath Slater's like, we're never gonna fight each other, but then Jinder Mahal came behind him and hit him with his big boot and got the pin.
There
So
you
now
go.
Jinder Mahal is on Raw. So it made me wonder why they didn't why they didn't bring in Drew McIntyre, because he's actually, I mean, Jinder Mahal's all right, but Drew McIntyre is huge right now. He's been on the Indies for a long time. I guess because he's signed by, this is where Drew McIntyre is probably regretting signing a contract with TNA.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he went to TNA because I think Drew McIntyre is awesome.
Why was their contract?
They were let go because they weren't
Okay.
really doing anything.
Oh, okay.
WWE will do that like once a year, usually once every few years.
Clean house.
They kind of clean house, like, okay, who's not doing anything and doesn't look like they're headed in any direction. Although I think letting Drew McIntyre go was a big mistake.
Okay.
But Jinder was all right, but we'll see. We'll see what he does. We'll see what happens because now he's on Raw.
Nice.
And yeah, that's right. You watched the 90-minute version, which I guess it's better. It's good because the 3-hour version is, even now, it's still a bit of a slog.
I don't know if I can walk that long.
I watch it without commercials, but even then, it's still like
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, I do the 90-minute, and let's see. So when I watch Raw, it's approximately 5.5 miles
Mhm.
at the pace that I do.
Damn.
I'll run occasionally, like if I can do it, but so I know that like for each show I'm like around 5.5 miles.
Speaking of Raw's going on right now in Anaheim.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's nearby. That's cool. So
Yeah,
Baylor is in my area.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can probably well he was at I wonder if he made it down to Legoland. I did see a picture of him at Medieval Times.
That's awesome.
So
have you ever been? That thing's awesome.
Of course he went to Medieval Times.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if WWE took over Medieval Times for like a week?
Dude, that'd be amazing. I would go to that. I would go to that all the time.
Be there in a heartbeat.
WWE Medieval Times was just them like wrestling and stuff, but like combination like wrestlers are jousting and like then they fight.
Who would be the jester?
Enzo.
Probably
Enzo More.
I would totally put Enzo as that. Who would be the king? I'd say like John Cena or someone.
Yeah.
This could be fun. All right. I think we should pitch this. WWE.
Or they should have a place like that. Like, but I guess then I don't know. That'd be fun.
No, it'd just be so funny to have WWE do like random takeovers of things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the training for Medieval Times is so intense. Like, it's crazy. There's a camp and everything for it. But
well, you gotta be like a super professional sword fighter guy.
WWE taking over the TI show, Treasure Island.
I saw that show.
That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh. These big, bulky men like stomping around a ship.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I was on the fence about going, even like today I thought about it, but I'm like, I get off work at 4, I'll never make it down there in time. And then I spent all that money on PWG and
how much are tickets for like today?
Well, like you could probably get like cheap seats for like $30-$40 or less even. Probably get cheap seats for like $20.
That'd be nice.
But I just was like and then like SummerSlam, not SummerSlam, Royal Rumble tickets are going on sale at the end of the month, and then it won't be too long before WrestleMania tickets are on sale, and so like I'm seeing all that ahead. I'm like, that's good. I'm good. I don't have to go to everything. Although sometimes I wish I could.
I don't blame you.
Like I think about if I were rich, I think I would just go. If I were like independently wealthy, and I think there are some dudes that do this, I would go to every pay-per-view. I'd just fly to wherever the pay-per-view is, like on the weekend, one weekend a month, be like a little vacay.
Yes.
Do that every month. That'd be fun.
You need money.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do WrestleMania every year, and that costs a lot.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Oh my
gosh.
You
get to stand out in the sun, and you come back with awesome stories.
And my timeline for that, and I never got a response from WWE. I'm kind of pissed off because I was like, I got to, I think this was it's in Pacific time, but whatever. But so like I got there, it shows on my Facebook timeline. I'm at AT&T Stadium at like 11:45, and I didn't get in until 3:40.
Oh my God.
3:42, 18 minutes before the show started.
That's insane.
And I missed the whole pre-show. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, for the amount that you pay.
So I'm still.
Did they give you any contact information?
Like, well, they said to go on the website, and I did, and I filled out the form, and I've done it multiple times. I've never gotten a response.
Such crap.
And they said they would respond, and they haven't. And now I'm kind of pissed.
You start like bombarding them with tweets during their shows, like use their hashtags.
Because I see people that complain about that kind of shit.
Yeah,
it always seems kind of annoying to me. Like,
well, that's me with American Airlines. Like American Airlines knows.
Everybody fighting airlines all the time on Twitter, and I'm like,
yes,
I don't think they care. They don't give a fuck.
I don't know. American Airlines, they responded to me. I heard from them.
I know they have a full-time person because again, like.
Oh, no, I mean, they called me. But when you I think they saw that I was a social media manager. And so I'm like, no, I know what I'm doing. I will actually get a whole gang to kill you guys. Oh man, I'm so frustrated with that.
I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I'll fight WWE. I went through this long, like a 3 month battle with WWE Network, so they would for to get my network fixed.
Oh,
And I don't know if
oh,
I'm
I
ready
remember
to deal
that.
with. I don't know if I'm ready to deal with all that again. I mean,
So
eventually it worked.
I have questions about that too. So WWE, you order it on their website. I saw
Mm-hmm.
that the subscription is $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Can but can you only watch it then on your computer? You
No,
can't
you
watch it
watch
through
on
cable,
anything. Well, what do you mean? Like you
like your
get
TV. Like
well, you have to have the app. Like, but it works if you like. You guys have you have an Amazon TV like a Fire, right?
yeah,
So you
and Apple.
so on Apple TV they have a WWE app, and then you install the app on your Apple TV, or and then you watch it on
Um,
there, and that's how you watch on the TV.
I see. So that's how we'd watch like the pay per view
Pay per
events and
views,
stuff.
and
Cool.
and you can watch. So the thing with WWE Network is it doesn't have like they originally had said they were going to do it, but then USA was like, wait, no, you're not going to do that. But so they don't have Raw on SmackDown. Like you'd still have to watch that on Hulu.
Okay.
Well, they do, but it's a month late. It's a month
Oh
later.
gosh, that's so messed up.
But they do have the full Raw and SmackDown archive, so you can go back to like any Raw, like if you want to see what was going on Raw in
Yeah.
2001, or like, and they have like collections of things. So like, if you want to like school yourself on like this like on any wrestler on any
Okay.
every, and they have,
You can
and
go
then they
back.
also
That's
have
cool.
every pay per view ever.
Wow.
Like if you want to watch WrestleMania 1, you can watch it.
Whoa.
I can watch it right now, and I do sometimes.
It's
I
from like
watch
the 1920s.
not
I
that
kind of
far.
imagine like vaudevillians.
Not WrestleMania 1 was in 1985. So
Oh, I was 1 years old. Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Okay, so otherwise, if you just want to watch the pay per view,
If
you
you
have to.
order the pay per view through like the cable company, you're gonna be
Yeah,
paying like $40-$50. I would not advise to do that.
yeah.
That'd be, I mean, unless you like just throwing money away.
Well, okay, but if I already have to watch the shows on Hulu, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine I'd be watching more than just the pay per view stuff on the app.
It's
So that's
still
why I was trying to
cheaper.
kind of
It's
like.
still way cheaper to get
Well,
the.
that's so that how many pay per views do they have?
There's well, it's pretty
Is it
once
like almost once a month?
it
Or
now it's going to be twice a month because each
oh
brand
wow,
has its own show,
shindig. Okay,
and some of them they aren't going to show on normal pay per view. It'll only be on the network.
okay,
And also if you ever want to watch like NXT, they have a ton of other fun shows. They have like the Total Divas archive. They have the show called Ride Along, where it's like them on the road. They have other
yeah.
shows.
Oh, that's cool.
They have Renee Young has a show, and I don't know.
I like her.
She's great.
I like her a lot.
I like the thing she does now on SmackDown where she's like they got like a new set for her.
Yeah.
And
Dean was like,
I
I'm
love,
standing up.
and I love their I mean, of course they have real chemistry because they're a couple in real life, but also I love that Dean is really getting some of that like swagger now that he's like champion. He's like, I'm the champion. I'm
what are
the
you
champion.
gonna do about it?
Great. And I love it.
I do too.
And I hope he keeps the belt for a long time.
I do too.
Sorry, Dolph Ziggler, but
no, not sorry. I'm a fan of Dean.
I think they're going to have a great match.
I do too. Dolph is fun to watch. I enjoy. It was Wyatt that I'm not a fan of. Dolph is great. He has great energy. He has great facial expressions.
So,
very fun.
Would you say that they're doing a good job? I think they are doing a good job building up this Orton-Lesnar match because when they first announced it, I'm like, well, Brock's just going to destroy Orton. And now I'm like legitimately like, I want to watch this match because I still think Brock's going to win because I think he kind of has to win if they really want to leverage Brock's star power and him being a legit monster, you know?
Yeah.
But I also like Randy Orton a lot right now, and I've never liked him before.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, I just don't know enough about either one to be able to say what the storyline.
Brock Lesnar is a monster.
I know. I just feel like he's kind of like a stupid thug. Like he just like he's not intelligent.
Well, that's why
I
it
don't
has
know.
Paul Heyman.
Like I said, like he just reminds me of the rock creature from Neverending Story. Like it's not going to get out of my head. So, and I just need
Well,
to
see what
see
happens
him.
when he
Well,
takes
plus
Randy
he got
Orton.
busted for drugs. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Well, he
Like,
didn't. Okay, like it's still
not
kind of a
with
technicality,
WWE. I get.
and it wasn't. It was a banned substance in UFC, but it wasn't an illegal drug. I mean, but
Yeah.
it did indicate steroid use. So again, it's kind of a. I don't know.
And what
I'm not.
about like Roman Reigns? Like his drug bust was that an illegal substance or
Well,
just?
they won't say. I'm pretty sure, knowing WWE's drug policy, or
Mm-hmm.
something along those lines.
Okay.
So it's probably not something. It was definitely something bad, and it
Yeah.
is kind of funny. And that's where I don't know. I mean, like, there. It is weird that they. I mean, they did at least mention it, and they brought it up, and he says he's sorry, and what more? I don't
Yeah.
know. It is, but I think
But that's where I feel like Roman should go against Brock, like one druggie against
I
another, and like they do a
think
whole dare program for a
my yeah.
session.
Well, the thing on Marty and Sarah Love Wrestling, Sarah came up with they should be a team called the Filth Bloods
The filth blood.
because they got tainted blood. They should team them up.
It's very Harry Potter esque.
Yeah, mud
My blood.
because they're tainted, man.
Yeah,
They're
they totally
both
are.
juicing. They're probably like they're still probably have the effects of steroids.
Oh
Like
heck yeah!
so, like I don't know. Like what if they like now they obviously have to stop, but like what if they have like weird withdrawals and like Brock's like what if Roman's hair falls out and like
Brock's neck goes back to a normal size. Like he has this tiny little neck, but his body's still big.
well, I think even without steroids, Brock is still a monster, and I think Roman's got to be pretty big. But I think it just that it's like it's bogus, but this whole thing is bogus. So I don't.
Yeah, it is. I know.
But
So who knows?
then also like people, it's like the fact that people are still doing this after we know the effects, we know what this shit does to people, and people still do it. I'm like,
I know.
you guys are idiots for one thing.
Stupid. Yeah.
And
Oh
also,
yeah.
again, what kind of message is this sending to kids?
Yeah.
Because this is
That's
WWE is
well,
for kids. So I think
that's why I want them to address it. Like, don't let him win when it's a known
well, maybe
thing.
that's why. Well, Roman's been losing quite a bit.
Yeah, but
I don't think
in
Brock's
the
losing.
Randy Orton fight, I want Randy to win.
I do too. I kind of do now, but I also think that in the long term, keeping Brock Lesnar at a level where it will be beneficial to somebody when they beat him, whereas Randy Orton doesn't need to beat Brock Lesnar to be known as like he's already Randy Orton.
Yeah,
I feel like they need like like somebody being Brock Lesnar has to be a big deal, and
is
it should
Brock
go.
Lesnar married?
Yes,
Wow.
he has children.
Oh.
He's married to former WWE
They're
diva.
really tiny, but
Yes, he's married to former WWE diva Sable. Back in the Attitude Era, late '90s.
Oh goodness.
He was also the first WWE diva to pose in Playboy.
Oh, see, just quality family all around.
Hey,
like
hey,
those poor children. They're
they're
running
fine.
around naked juicing. So
They live like on a farm somewhere in Canada, and they got
no.
they got a lot of money. So
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'm sure he's teaching them the. I mean, I don't know what kind of dad is Brock Lesnar. That's what I want to know. Like, does he even talk to his children? I mean, what if he's like super? What
Paul
if he's
Heyman
like?
comes home with him and
What if he's like?
has conversations
I don't know.
with everybody.
He's probably like a super, like he's probably like a cool dad. I mean, he's got all the time in the world to spend with his kids since he only wrestles like once every quarter, basically.
I don't
And
know.
he makes tons of money. And
What about Randy? Is he married?
I think he just recently got married. So
Okay.
it came out that during his, because he was injured, but he
Right.
also went to rehab
Ooh.
but that was to remove a strike on his WWE like his wellness record, because if you get 3 strikes, then like you're out, and he already had 2, because he's had some substance problems in the past.
What is this? I'm looking on Instagram at wwe.randy, which is Randy Orton. It looks to be his real account. It is set to private.
He's not really a social media person, I don't think.
I don't know any like celebrities who have their account set to private. Well, I requested. I will report next week if I was given permission.
Is it like, does it have the verified check on it?
No, Instagram doesn't.
It's probably
have that,
fake.
though.
It's probably fake.
Let's try this one.
I guarantee you, it's
definitely not this
some
one.
spammer.
And then there's some like WWE porno Randy Orton one. I'm not gonna join that one.
He probably doesn't even have an Instagram.
It looks like his because there's like 4,000 plus followers on it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh no, it has to be this one. 1.9 million.
What is it?
Just Randy Orton, world traveler.
Yeah, he has an Instagram.
Yeah. So there we go. Well, I hope
just
that
at Randy Orton. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I hope the other one who will accept my follow, because I can't wait to get spammed.
Yeah, so he just got married. There's his wedding
there's
picture.
his wedding picture. I was just gonna see.
And then they have kids.
Yeah.
So I think like they've been dating for a long time.
Well, at least 9 months.
Oh, and here's him getting a new. He has lots of tattoos. Here's him getting a new tattoo. Our podcast has become us looking at Randy Orton.
It's exciting. All right, we care about these things.
His wife's pretty cute.
Yeah, she is. And
I wonder who she is. There's him at a baseball game.
Yeah.
There's his wife's butt. It says wife's butt.
I know, and it's all white, like.
And it's like, yeah,
sand. It's sand.
Oh,
she was
okay.
sitting. I was like, "What kind of tan is that?
What's going on? What's going on there?"
It is not. It is not a tan.
Oh, there's him with Make-A-Wish kids. Okay, Randy Orton's cool.
All right, follow Randy Orton. His Instagram handle is at Randy Orton.
And his kids are pretty cute. And looks like he travels. He does travel a lot.
We are here to verify WWE Instagram accounts for you, so you don't have to.
He's only following 5 people. And I don't know.
Who are they?
Metabolic Meals. Ryan Philippe.
No.
Some guy named David Watts, some guy named Rich Lucy, and then Kim Orton, his wife. That is such a weird. He follows 5 people.
So
one
random.
of them is like Metabolic Meals, and one of them is Ryan Philippe. I wonder if are they bros? What if they're bros? Oh, I bet you they're bros.
Ryan. No, isn't that? Wait a second.
That's
Ryan Felipe. Yeah. Is it Ryan Felipe?
I don't know.
I think it's Felipe.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But they both they get like
cheated on Reese Witherspoon.
It's true.
Jerk.
Well, maybe he's hanging out with Randy Orton. Maybe Randy Orton's helped him turn his life around. You don't know.
Beat the crap out of him.
Maybe they get tattoos together because Ryan Felipe's got crazy tats now too.
That's so funny. Well, there we go.
I hope what if they're like best buds? Or maybe.
Yeah,
oh no, they were on a movie
pairing.
together. They were in a movie together. Yeah, there's a picture of them. They're bros.
Out of all the people, that's so funny. Love it.
Oh, they're on like a show. Oh, Ryan Felipe only does TV now. Ooh, that's how far he's fallen.
Yeah.
He's not in the movies anymore.
I kind of pieced that together. Haven't seen him around in quite some time.
We're like Instagram detectives.
I know. That's us. You know who I really like on Instagram, if we're going to talk about accounts, is Charlotte. I know she's a heel in the ring, but on Instagram, she's awesome.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's really fun. She's down.
I've watched her interact with kids and stuff at like signings, and she is amazing.
Yeah, her Instagram is really uplifting, like just positive, and which most of the girls are.
Like She's a very
So
yoga.
yeah, I don't know. She's inspiring because I'm definitely not in shape, and I like looking at her account to get encouragement. So,
You know who else got married recently besides Lana?
who,
Um, Sasha got married.
who?
Sasha got married.
Oh, that's right. I
She
saw
married
that.
her regular Joe dude.
Good.
Dudes on the
For
internet
her.
giving so much shade, and I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, didn't she post? I thought she posted some pictures of her wedding.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good.
So she's married, and that's good and awesome. Um, my other favorite thing that happened this week was I think it was it Steve Espinoza or Mark Ariano posted a picture of a cat that had a hairdo that looked
Yes.
exactly like AJ Styles.
It was awesome.
He
Yeah,
really
where
does
can
need to
people
cut that.
see
He needs to
that?
cut that hair.
He really does. His quaff.
Yeah.
It's just the quaff.
Well,
That's
you
all
can
it
go
is.
on our Facebook group and check that out. There's a link at mbwspod.com. Also, rate and review, subscribe on iTunes, tell your friends.
Send us
Add one more thing
questions.
on. Oh yeah, do that.
Tell
Get
us
our
who you want
contact
us to
form.
investigate on Instagram. We'll be on it.
Yeah, Instagram investigators.
That's us.
That's what we'll do. I mean, who knew? I didn't know that. Like today, we learned that Randy Orton and Ryan Felipe are
Felipe
bros.
Fred. I know. Look at that.
And Randy Orton only follows 5 people.
I know. I love that. It's awesome.
But I just want to say real quick that I caught up a little bit on the G1 Climax, the New Japan tournament. I actually posted one of the matches on the Facebook group.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was Kazuchika Okada, the current champion, like he wrestled Tomohiro Ishii, who's like this. Imagine he looks like Oddjob from James Bond.
Yeah.
And he's just like this tough, bald Japanese dude, and he's pretty awesome. But they're like friends, like they're on the same side. But in this tournament, they have to wrestle each other, and they tore the house down.
Oh,
it was
cool.
an amazing match. It was incredible.
Awesome.
It was one of the best matches I've seen all year. So if you want to watch it, if you don't have New Japan World, you can actually watch. I put a link up on MBWS on the Facebook group if you want to watch. Get yourself an idea of if you never watched Japanese wrestling. I mean, it's an example of the quality and that you just don't see in a lot of other places. So it's been good, cool watching. It's been a lot of good matches. We'll talk about some more stuff next time. I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say that I'm jealous of Veronica because she didn't know who Ryback was.
I saw you and Mark talking about him. I'm like, I don't know.
He's officially gone, even though he was gone like a couple months ago. But like he didn't actually quit. They just stopped using him because that's how shitty he is. They told him to go home because he was just being like a doofus. And he wrote all this shit about how WWE wasn't paying people enough because just because he loses all the time, he shouldn't be getting paid less. And I'm like, no, you don't understand, Ryback. You get paid. You lose all the no. It's not real. Like you lose all the time because you get paid less, and you get paid less because you suck. I'm sorry that you can't. Like he's not. Like they put him in the main event, and he could not cut it.
Well, my favorite was Steve Espinoza's comment to me because I was asking who he was, and he said we could show you his best of highlight reel, but that doesn't exist.
It would be like Darren Young's highlight reel. It'd just be
so great.
Loved
it. Well, I'm glad I'm not missing out on anything there.
I'm sure he'll be showing up in TNA any day now because I would be shocked if he shows up in Japan.
Well, what else is he gonna do? You know,
maybe in like all Japan. I just don't think he could cut the mustard in New Japan, and I hope he doesn't show up in New Japan. I'd be pissed. He can go to TNA and he can hurt guys and be crappy there. Because he's not a very good wrestler, and I don't think he has any charisma. His whole thing, because like in Billy Madison, there's those kids. It's like O'Doyle rules.
Yes.
So Ryback's slogan shit you not, is Ryback rules.
No.
That's like all he says. He goes around, Ryback rules. Oh, he also says, feed me more.
Okay.
Because he wants you to feed him your insults because he feeds on them. He feeds on negativity and turns it into positivity. Also, he reads The Secret.
No.
He's big into The Secret. He can
Wait,
tell you all
okay.
about it.
So is he on Instagram?
I'm sure he is.
Ryback. I'm doing it. I'm going down the bunny trail.
WWE Ryback Instagram. I'm sure it's like at big guy.
Oh, I think this is.
It's Ryan Reeves, the big guy Ryback 22. At the big guy Ryback 22. Ryan Reeves. That is him.
Okay, there he is. Feed me more. Oh,
yeah.
It's like feed me more.
Look at his motivational calendar. I bet you that's from The Secret.
You have a choice right now? That one?
And then he's also selling he's selling Feed Me More bibs.
I love The Secret Daily Teachings.
Oh God. Good God.
What is The Secret? What is this?
It's that book that Oprah was pushing, The Secret. It's basically like visualize what you want most in your life and you can have it.
Oh,
it's like dumb bullshit advice.
Yes.
It's dumb.
Oh man.
Feed me more nutrition? Okay, that's what he's doing.
Well, all I can say is his Instagram is boring.
All right.
I'm over that.
On that
all
note,
right.
we
gotta come back.
We need to sign off here. So be sure to go to mbwspod.com and check us out on there. Rate and review, subscribe. Hit us up. Contact us. I know people are listening. So it's okay. You don't have to. I don't want to intimidate anybody. I'm not Ryback. Send the big guy some comments.
Feed us more.
Feed us more comments.
I like your wrestling voice.
That's I was trying to do a Ryback voice and I realized his is way more girly. I see, because it goes into like my Vince McMahon. But my Ryback is
I'll be your Lana.
Feed me more. Feed us more comments. Because I'm the big guy.
We feed off of it.
We do.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. So for MBWS, I'm Brendan.
I'm Veronica Steele.
And we'll see you next time in the ring.
Sweet. That was fun.
I like the Instagram thing's fun.
I know. I think we found a new bit.
We definitely found a new bit.
All right.
And we need to go to like the bad wrestlers like Instagram.
Well,
like guys
if
that are
you
just like
can put a list together, because I don't know everybody.
Yeah,
but if
I'll
you
find a bunch.
Put a list together, I'll get us going for sure. It'll be awesome.
We should do we'll do like a good one and then a bad one.
Yes.
It's
gonna be awesome. Is Phil back with you?
Phil's back. And he said I guess he got home like this morning.
Oh gosh.
Because I think they had some flight troubles.
Oh man.
Everybody's. I think we're at critical mass now, where the airlines are just like, we don't give a fuck, because what else are you gonna do? And we're just gonna be terrible. Like at some point, like this is where I don't know. This is where I'm like, come on, this is bullshit.
The government has to step in and be like, you can't play this game of we don't have enough planes and that bullshit.
Well, with the amount of money they're charging now, and like the amount of money it costs.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. They're just fucking with us.
They don't even.
Because there's no competition now. There's like two companies own everything, and they're like in collusion with each other. So like, and then in the little corner, then you have Spirit and like Southwest, but they're too tiny to really do anything.
Yeah.
And that's like, now they're like, everybody else is like, I don't know. It's just, there's no middle ground anymore. And you either have to fly like Spirit, which is like riding the Greyhound bus, or the super expensive and they still completely fuck with you.
Yeah. Oh, look at John and I. I mean,
Yeah.
our honeymoon, we're on United, totally, normal, whatever. And we never had a seat next to each other on our honeymoon. And we bought our tickets like normal every day.
Phil and Janelle,
Ugh.
their story was I don't know, like the latest Mandarin Orange show, they told the story because they recorded it while they were on the road. But I guess like they changed their flight, like the plane at the last minute. So then they were all like split up from each other, and they're like, no, we have to sit with our kids. And that became a thing. And then they had the craziest story ever where their flight got delayed 2 hours because some crazy person had like a meltdown on the plane, and they had to pull him off the plane. And like luckily Luke and Audrey had like their headphones on because this dude was like spewing all kinds of like, because I guess like he was spewing racist stuff at like all kinds of bad things, right? Because he was sitting right behind Luke and Audrey, and like I don't know, it could have been bad because they had a really funny story where because Phil was trying to figure out like what they had heard, so because Luke was like, he said some really bad things, and Phil's like, what did he say? And it's like, I can't tell you. And Phil's like, it's okay, you could tell, just whisper over here. And so Luke goes up to Phil and whispers, he's like, he said shut up. and Phil's like, yeah, that's bad, that's real bad,
we're not going there.
but like that's the worst thing. They like so the rest of it probably just completely went over his head.
I love it.
Because Phil's like, you don't even want to know the things that this dude was saying. Like, just so many, like every curse word, but also like super racist stuff. And he's like, what if my kids just start saying racial slurs and they don't know what they mean? And like, because they heard this guy. Because you know how like I remember when I said the F word the first time, I didn't even know what I was saying.
Oh, really?
I got tricked. Some kid like tricked me into like going up to like another kid and just saying like, UMF, like just say like F you, and like I didn't know what I was saying.
Yeah. I remember. No,
and then a kid tricked me into giving a counselor at the YMCA the finger because I didn't know what that was. And I got in really big trouble.
Yes.
But I didn't know.
Did you tell did the counselor believe you?
No.
You didn't know? Oh, of course not.
No, I wouldn't believe you. Well, I didn't know because I just
live under a rock.
I was like, bleh. I'm like, hey, Brandy, bleh. And he's like, all right, I gotta go.
So awesome. Okay, have fun tonight. Bye.